welcome back to UKSG Autumn, raising money for Crisis. While we're here, we'd just like to give a big thank you to ESA for supporting this marathon. Besides providing us with their channel for streaming, they are sharing gear and technical assistance. ESA Winter 2023 will take place from the 18th to the 25th of February, and submissions will open soon. Now, following on from that wonderful Resident Evil run, we're going to continue the horror block here with Silent Hill being ran by Josh Sandwich in the NG Easy category. So Josh, take it away.
Hello everybody, my name is Josh Sandwich. I'm here to take you to the wonderful tourist destination that is Silent Hill and run through it as fast as I possibly can. Okay, so timer is going to start as soon as I skip the next cutscene, and we will get into this. So we're going to be playing as Harry Mason, Dad of the Year, looking for our daughter that he lost after a crash. And start. Okay, so to begin with, there's going to be quite a lot of running. There's a lot of open spaces in Silent Hill, and then it gets very intense when we go into the dungeon areas.
Cheryl?
Is that Cheryl?
Cheryl?
So Harry, not even able to identify his own daughter in the fog, proceeds to chase said little girl in the fog. This is a very safe game.
Where are you going? Hey, wait! Stop!
So we're going to just try and slightly turn Harry coming out of that cutscene there, just to get us on a bit of a better line. We want to land about here near the curb, so that the cutscene that places Harry inside the alleyway. IGT is usually paused whenever there's a cutscene. Whenever you lose control of Harry Mason, IGT gets paused. So door transitions, things like that. So we want to take advantage of that to basically move Harry as much as we can during the cutscenes. You will also be able to see from the way Harry moves, he's very floaty. This is a tank control game, but it's not tank controls in the way that you'd maybe know if you play Resident Evil, for example. It's tank controls in the way that Harry kind of bosses you around. His momentum really does carry, and his weight carries as you move as well. Okay, so we're going to go into a really dark alley here. We're going to bring out our lighter, because why not? What else? Better not burn your hands there, Harry. And we're going to just do a little bit of movement here. Hopefully not bumping on anything. We've got the air raid siren going. Everything's getting scary. And welcome to how Silent Hill should truly look.
What is this? What's going on here?
Okay, so at this point here, we're going to sidestep. This is a mechanic that Harry's able to do. Nice, we get grabbed by the first grey child there. That's basically, we actually got a really quick death there, so that's really, really good. Usually in a run situation, that kind of bases how well your run is going to go from that point, because it can be very slow or very quick. So we realise that Harry had a nightmare. He's waking up in a diner with Sybil. We're going to just get away from that. We're going to go straight into our inventory and equip the pistol. Now we're going to grab our light and our map. We missed the health drink. That's nice. I always use that as an indicator that this run's going to be quite good. We're going to grab the knife. Nice movement there as well. And we're going to head straight for the door. Harry, the technical wizard here.
What's that? Huh. Radio.
What's going on with that radio? So Harry Mason, thinking that he'll know what to do, heads on over. He's going to fix it. He's the man who can. Those genes don't lie. We get our first enemy in the game proper, an air screamer. We're going to take this out here. 5 shots. 5 shots is about average. You can sometimes get a 4 shot or sometimes a 6 shot, but 5 shots about average. So we're going to grab the radio and then, slow step there and then quickly run towards the door. So the sidestepping, that's done by using RB and LB, and if you use that in conjunction with the run button, Harry will run in like a sidewards fashion. It's like a strafe basically. Really good for movement in certain areas. So at this point now, our objective is to go and get 3 keys to open up someone's back door in their house. Why are the 3 keys separated out around Silent Hill? Nobody knows. Why do they open up a back door in someone's house? Nobody knows, but we're going to go and collect them and make our way through here. So coming up here, we've got a little gate just on our right. We're going to maneuver Harry around. It's usually best, so for this area here, we're going to stop. We stopped right on the dime, that's really nice, and turn. So Harry will not stop when you stop. He will keep going. His momentum will carry forward. So you want to take that into consideration when you're going to pick up certain things that are on the ground or when you're moving towards certain areas. So we're going to take it right here. We're going to enjoy the scenic streets of Silent Hill. Well, what we can see anyway, thanks to the massive fog. and ash that falls around us. But we're going to keep going straight here at this crossroad. We're going to go straight for a police car that's hanging off the side of a bridge. Again, don't ask why. TripAdvisor voted Silent Hill one of the best towns to visit in North America. So we don't question it. We just think it's part of the attraction. Grab the key and we're going to move on. So this air screamer could potentially chase us. Doesn't sound like it's going to though. Usually they will make a noise, but we're absolutely fine on that. So we're going to take a little shortcut here through the trees, tiptoeing through the trees. And we're going to basically just head down this street here. So in between these cars coming up, we're going to start branching out to the right. Basically to line us up here as well as we possibly can. We're going to go and grab another key here, but it's across a very narrow sort of like bridge, and we've got an air screamer that could potentially chase us on the way. So we're hoping that doesn't happen. We also hope that the air screamer doesn't decide to go slow and then nibble at us as we come back out. Okay, final tree, and yep, we got the troll movement. That's absolutely fine. The air screamer just decided that it woke up and chose violence. So we're going to just move on. It's still going to chase us though. Go away. Thank you. So best deterrence is to move in a zigzag fashion. It confuses and frightens the air screamers. So we've got a bit of a street here to travel. So Ruffle, if there's anything to say, now would be a good time.
Well, we do have a $5 donation from Boom to discuss, which just says you should have seen that coming.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Boom. Okay, so this here that we're just coming up on, I call it the cinema that just passed on our left. That's usually my visual indicator that what we're going to be going after is coming up. So we're just going to start aligning ourselves into like sort of the middle right area here. And coming up here, we've got our notes, which again we stopped right on. I'm very happy with that. So we're going to turn around now. And basically that note is a trigger. We cannot go to 11th Street and try and interact with the doghouse here without interacting with that trigger first. So now that we've done that, we're going to just run across the gardens, paying no attention to the nice garden work or the dogs that are running loose. These owners really need to get this seen to if the summer's going to be profitable. In through the door, that dog nearly took a bite out of us. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, stop just shy. That's absolutely fine. So we're going to just unlock the 3 locks and head through. So this is where I personally think the run begins. We've done the opening section, we've opened up this door, and now the other world is starting to creep in. We're going to start using our torch, and we're going to be using this tactically, and we're going to start moving towards the school. So we're going to turn the flashlight out here. This is basically to ensure that the air screamer coming up doesn't aggro onto us much and doesn't follow us. There we go, so we've just passed the screamer. We're going to wait till we're a safe distance and then turn the light back on. And we're going to progress up. We've got a couple of dogs in the way, but Harry is a track runner. He don't care about no dog. We're just going to run right past them. And then as soon as we pass this tree, we're going to turn the light out again. We're going to keep an eye out for a parked car because a screamer is trying to tear the parking ticket off, I believe, that they got. They're not too happy about it. There it is, flying overhead, not happy at all. Harry's just going to run on. He don't care. And we are heading towards Midwich Elementary School. Any DVD fans out there will obviously know that map in recent times, but very popular place in the Silent Hill franchise, very popular place to visit. So we're just coming up on it now. So this is where the run starts to get quite heavy with doors, movement, puzzle solutions, things like that. So I'm going to try and talk you through as I go through it, and hopefully I can keep up with myself. So we've got a few enemies to deal with in here. When I say deal with, we're not going to attack anything except for the boss. So we're going to move on through. We're going to avoid, they're called the Grey Children, I believe. We're going to avoid them as much as possible. So we've got our first one coming up here. We're going to hit this door at an angle. You always want to hit a door at an angle. We're going to do like a zigzag movement here to avoid that monster, and then we're going to move up the stairs. You always want to try and hit a door at an angle. Harry will bonk the door with his own momentum if you approach it straight on. So approaching from the side is always best. So we're going to go in here. We're going to grab the chemical. You know, not even check the label. We know what it does. We're heading out. We're going to hit a hard left here. We're going to go in, and then we're going to zigzag over, hit the menu here. We're going to interact with the chemical. Grab our first medallion. So our objective here first off is to grab 2 medallions and then turn on the power. So we've got our first medallion. We're going to head down to the grounds that we were just in, place that first medallion. I'm going to turn my flashlight out here just so that we don't alert the enemies in this area as easily. So hit the door, and then we're going to go straight on. We're going to turn our light back on. Interact with this using our inventory right at it. Place the medallion in. Okay, first medallion in place. We're going to quick turn. We're going to move back. We're going to cut through. And then we're going to go back in here. We're going to do that zigzag motion again, just to avoid. So these enemies can grab you, and they are quite annoying, especially in a run. If you have an enemy grab you, obviously waste a bit of time. We're going to hold the left trigger here. Basically what this does is it kind of ties the camera to Harry's back. It allows for a lot easier movement in certain areas. We're going to hit this door, and then we're going to go into the door immediately to our right, and we're going to do a piano puzzle here where we need to hit a group of keys in an order. So go up. Okay, a little bit slow, but rather be slow and get it than mess it up and have to do it again. So we're going to turn our flashlight out here, leave, and we're going to go sort of diagonal left. Hopefully, yep, these monsters don't see us. We're going to bonk this door. This is one of the nice doors that we can bonk and still go through. Avoid that monster, head down, turn on our light. So the strategy here, we're going to keep our light on so that we can see this door, unlock it, walk 2 steps, turn our light off and start running. Hopefully, yep, did okay there. Light goes back on. We're going to interact with this, and we're going to place our silver medallion. Just going to hold the confirm button here. That just skips through all the text that we need. We're going to turn the light back off. That was quite a wide angle, but it was all good, just so that that monster doesn't interact with us. Again, so you saw that Harry slowed down to a walk there. That's if I approach a door. Oh, I went the wrong way. Too busy in my own thoughts. That's all good. So that's number 1 of the Josh went the wrong way in Silent Hill thing, but it's all good. So we've just went downstairs. We're going to interact with this generator here, and we're going to just wait for the noise so that we can control our movement again. That's going to cost us a little bit of time going up the stairs. I didn't practice though and was absolutely fine, so don't even worry about it. All right, in fact, it's already forgotten. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt to YOLO this corridor and see how if we do it okay. So this Grey Child could... we're absolutely fine. All good. So we haven't been hit by an enemy yet. That's absolutely brilliant. So we're now going to see the Otherworld version of the Silent Hill Midwich Academy. So I hope everyone in chat and in the room here has had their tetanus shots, because there is a lot of rust and a lot of movement that we're going to be dealing with here. So bear with me as I take you through the Otherworld version of the school. All right, first up, we're going to go right. Then we're going to go right again. Hit the door. We're going to go left. Hit the door. We're going to hold LT. We're going to move. We're going to grab the punch card. We're going to move. Saucy-like. We're going to go straight. Hit the door. We're going to turn the light out here so that we don't alert any of the monsters in the room to our presence, and we're going to mosey on through straight as a die. As soon as we pass the second monster, we're going to veer left here, through, light back on, through the door. Interact. Punch card. Unlock the door, head through. We're going to go to the door that we see here on the right and interact with it. And we're going to get a good visual of me after a night of drinking. Dead. Okay. So, monster scare aside, we're going to grab what's on the floor here, which is very important to this run. It is our boss killer. It is the shotgun, the boomstick. We're going to take a hard left here. Hit this door. We're going to go straight on, straight as a die, and interact with this door here. And now we've got a cutscene coming up that we just have to hammer through, and then we'll quick turn again. Interact, done, straight through the next set of double doors. To the left. Take it down now, y'all. Grab the rubber ball. Straight back out. Now our plan is to head to the roof. So a little bit of stair tech here. We're going to take a couple of running steps and then slow Harry's roll, just so that he can take a much sharper turn. Harry is able to move a lot better when he's the slower that he walks, sort of like me. So we're going to head over here and we're going to interact with this hole here so that Harry can have a look. See that there's a key, and what we're going to do here is we're going to grab this. We're going to interact, grab the shotgun and use the ball. Now the ball is in place. That is going to stop the water flow, so now we're going to interact with the water. Basically what this is going to do, because we've pushed that rubber ball in place, it's going to push the flow of water, push the key down the drainage pipe. So now our next objective is we got to go get that key. So the way I used to move through this school before I was corrected by other awesome runners in the community is I used to do everything on the second floor, go down and get the key, and then go back up to the second floor, but that's not the way. Do the roof first, then we go down and get the key, and then we do everything else that we need to do on the second floor before we move on. So again, slower roll down a little bit here, down we go. We're going to turn the light out just so that we don't aggro any of these monsters here. And through we go. Okay, light back on so that we know what we're doing, so that we know that to grab this key. I'm at a bit of a bad angle here, so we're going to quickly turn, and we're going to do that. Sidestep, grab the door. We're going to move again to the left. Oh, that monster took a little swipe at the Harry Meister, but he's not having it. He runs on, doesn't even pay it attention. Okay, so now, again, going to hold the left trigger just to pan the camera to Harry's back, and then we're going to hit this door here. I'm going to preemptively hold up and left because Harry is able to move just before you actually see him and gain control of him. So pre-turning is quite big, and I ran right by the ammo. So we're going to grab those shotgun shells that I was hoping to land on, but Harry had other options in mind. That's all good though, so we're going to keep moving here past the two cockroaches into this door. And we're going to go left, right even, and then left, all the way around, right onto the locker. We're going to run to the left, triggering this body that's going to drop a key. Hopefully we've landed perfectly where we can just hammer the action button. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. We had to move a little step further because Harry just couldn't quite make out that key. That's all good though. Harry should have gone to Specsavers, mate. All right, let's keep on moving. So going to turn the light out here before this door just so that this monster here doesn't interact with us at all. That's perfect. We're still on no hits, I believe, which is good. So health management is quite important. So going straight here, otherwise, yep, and then veering around. We basically just want to avoid these enemies. They will either try and hit us with the knife that they're carrying, or they will lunge at us. And if they grab onto us, like I said, you have to kick them off. They stop you in your tracks. Okay, so we're going to run straight here, and then we're heading this way. So like I said, Silent Hill is very daunting to begin with when you are learning, because there's a lot of lefts and rights, doors to hit. It's door trigger the game. You want to make sure that you're hitting the perfect doors as often as you can and just following the route. But honestly, after a few attempts at it, you'll be able to pick it up. I mean, if I can run it, anyone can. So enjoy. We're going after the first boss now, which is called Split Head. So to do that, we're going to go down out of the basement and we're going to access these valves here. So we're going to trigger this valve once. And we're going to trigger it again. Exciting, riveting content, folks. All right, the turnstile is half done. We're going to come out of here. We're going to sidestep, and we're going to hit the next one. And we're going to do this once. And that's going to open up our way. I had to crack my neck. Sorry about that, folks. All right, coming out of the menu, we're going to just run in. Harry doesn't know what's going on, but we're going down to meet Split Head. So with this fight, very simple. We just have to run up, provoke it by shooting at it 3 times, as you do. And once it opens up its gaping maw, we're going to finish it off. Three. All right, that's 3 shots. So now we're just going to wait. Okay, boss 1 done. And Harry's going to run off into the corner to sulk for a bit. Hope everyone's enjoying this so far. Okay, so we get our first glimpse there at Alyssa. We're just going to skip that. We're going to grab the key. The bridge control key. Or no, that's the back garden key. My mistake, sorry. We'll get the bridge control key a little bit later. So we're going to skip this cutscene now. A cutscene triggers there, but you can skip it during the door transition, just when, you know, like, you just press it after like a split second in the dark screen there. We're going to head out of here, and we are leaving our first dungeon, which is the school. Oh, yes. So that's one of 2 main dungeons, and then we've got nowhere. So, Ruffle, if there's anything, now's the perfect time.
Oh, I've got a few things I could say. First of all, we have a $100 donation.
Woo!
That is from Fiery Phoenix 2501, who says, "May the sandwich be with you always." I woke up on time to catch your run. Good luck, you're doing great.
Thank you so much.
We also have a $20 donation from Dan Campbell, whose message states, "Good luck on the run, Josh. Great to raise some shillings for a good cause," from Dan at Yardstick. And then Boom has come in with another $5, stating, "Okay, 5 more for good measure, Josh."
Thank you all so much.
And while we're on the subject of donations, I just want to remind everyone that we are still just $30 short of the difficulty upgrade incentive for the Unmetal run. So if you want to upgrade that run from any % easy to any % hard, then you've still got a couple of hours to go for that one, but please do get your donations in.
Go for it, folks. Unmetal is a great run. Nick is a fantastic runner of it. You want to put him in a challenging position, I suggest you go for it. Okay, that's good. So we've avoided one of the air screamers in this alleyway, which always is a bit of a pest for me. We're just going to keep moving here. Oh, none of the air screamer marathon luck, that is. None of the air screamers chose violence on this day. So we're just going to keep on moving. Also, just to let everyone know, it is for a fantastic cause that we're all doing this. We're all here to have fun, raise money, and we're so close to that $2,000 mark. If we can hit it before the end of the Silent Hill run, crisp high fives for everyone involved. That is a promise, a Josh Sandwich promise right there.
And we're also not that far off from beating the Autumn 2019 total as well, so keep them coming.
Fantastic. Okay, so we got introduced there to Dahlia Gillespie. Just a shorthand on Dahlia, absolutely insane. Do not mess with her or meet her under any circumstances, and we're just going to press on. Okay, so we picked up the Flauros and we also picked up the bridge control key. That's going to allow us to progress towards our second dungeon. I call them dungeons just because it's the best term for them. We're heading indoors. Like, this is our overmap. We're going from street to street. We're just, if you try any door, they're all locked. You don't know what's going on, so we just head to the landmarks if possible. But we've got the hospital coming up. The hospital's probably one of my favourite points in the run, just because when it goes fluid, there's a lot, again, of rooms movement to go through. There's a little bit of tech here and there, but when it goes smoothly, it goes really smoothly. So hoping for good things today. Okay, we've got the bridge control room coming up. A little bit of movement to be done in here, so we're just going to slower roll a little bit so that Harry doesn't fumble forward, and then slower roll again, interact with the door. What we're going to do here is we are going to quick turn, and then we're going to start running, because Harry is a magician. And that's not the right thing. That's the right thing. So that backwards side strafe basically lines us up perfectly with what it is that we need to interact with, and we're right back out the door. Okay, the bridge is now down, so we're going to just head across. Enjoying the lovely scenery that we cannot see due to this fog, but I'm sure it's there anyway. If Harry had a camera, he would have taken a few pictures by now. You know, he is here looking for his daughter, but he cannot deny that view. Okay, so we've got a straight as a die sort of line coming up here. Again, the overworld, not too much to talk about. It's literally just moving from point A to B, trying to optimize your movement as much as you possibly can. So I'll quickly, briefly just say that I got introduced to these franchises when I was a little boy, thanks to Mother Sandwich. My mum introduced me to Resident Evil and Silent Hill. She's the reason why I speedrun these games today, because I used to be terrified of them. Now I speedrun them, about conquering your fears and all of that. Okay, we're in the hospital. We're going to meet another character who's very central to the plot of the story, but we say hi and then bye to him, and that is it. We do not interact with him again, and that is Dr. Kaufman. So in the whole overall plot of Silent Hill 1, he is very important. In the speedrun, not so much. So we say hi, we say bye, and we are on our way out. A couple of door transitions to worry about here. Okay, first off, we're going to head to this door here, and then we're going to do a sort of diag line around here, into the door, and around the round table. We're going to grab this key. Basement key acquired. Well done, Harry. Good job. All right, next up, we're going to grab another very, very important item that we need for this run. You'll see it just from looking at it. You'll know how important it is. A plastic bottle. Acquired. We're going to leave here, and then we're going to fill that plastic bottle up with a very important substance. Around the table, and hopefully we've interacted with this right. Yes. Okay, we're going to fill that up with some red liquid that we found on the ground, because why not? Little souvenir and all of that. And then we're going to hit that door trigger very late there, but we still hit it regardless, so that is all good. So we're going to hit into the basement here. Light on. We're going to interact with this generator. And at this point, we're just going to sidestep our way back out, hit the door, and we're going to move on here. And then we're going to play a little game that Harry likes to play with the elevator, which is hit all the buttons, hope for the best. So, floor 2. Hoping for the best, the door is locked. Okay, back into the elevator. Floor number 3, the last button. Door is locked. Out of luck, Harry. Better luck next time. But wait, there's more. Floor number 4. And now we are in the otherworld version of the hospital. Another very important part, important location, sorry, in the Silent Hill mythos. So that was just a little flash there on where we're going to be going next, which is the antique store and home of the worst part of the run. So that's coming up after the hospital, and I hope you're all looking forward to it. I'm not, but it's all for your enjoyment. Okay, so this is where it starts to get very quick. A lot of rooms to cover here. So down, we're going straight into the double doors that we see, and then we're going to veer right. Hit this door. We're going straight across here. We're going to grab our first key item that we need for this area, which is a stone slab. This is going to open up a door for us in a little bit. Jump scare noise. Double doors. Double doors. We're going to grab a bag of blood. Good pickup, please. Thank you. And we're going to head around here. So this nurse isn't facing us, which is nice, but we can still potentially get bad RNG on the way out, which we do not want. We're going to grab this, and then we're going to head out. So this nurse could grab us. Didn't know. Very nice. Out we go. Okay. So now we're going to head down to floor number 1. And we're going to run straight here. And we're going to interact with this door here, and then we're just going to prayer with a sidestep. Going to tap on the A button, and that's going to line us up perfectly to grab that item, and we're straight back out. Very nicely done. We're going to veer around this doctor here, hit this door. So like I said, the biggest enemy of this this game is map memorization, but once you sort of start getting it down, it becomes a piece of cake. Just running it a couple of times, always good to know. And if you ever need any help, head over to the Silent Hill on the disc, on speedrun.com. Join the Discord. There's always so many helpful people. Nurse, please. Willing to help out, willing to help you learn. So we're going to go into this room. We're going to take just one step, and then we're going to use the blood bag. We don't actually need to run up to the monster in here. We just need to move a step, and then the game thinks, okay, they're in the room. That's absolutely fine. Use the blood at your leisure. So we've distracted the monster, and we've grabbed the last slab. So now that we've done that, we're going to hit this door here, and we're going to head into this door. My nose always gets itchy at this part of the run. And we're going to interact with this door here. And this is just a case of putting 4 slabs in a particular order. Very easy to do. Anyone could do it. I mean, I'm here doing it, but, you know. Okay. 2 more to do, and then we're going to be doing something coming up called the nurse skip. So we're hoping to take a nurse out before it basically blocks our path completely. So we're going to push ourselves into the nurse, walk like a couple of steps, and then shoot the nurse with the shotgun, and hopefully this works okay. So unfortunately it didn't work, but that's absolutely fine. Just a little bit of time lost there, and we're just going to press on like nothing happened. Harry got it first time. Hooray. High fives all round. Okay, straight out here. Whoa! And we're going to grab this liquid here. Straight back out. Intense music is intense. Harry's frightened. Head for the door. Honestly, though, the jeans are protecting him. I think it's the jeans and the belt. They give off that vibe. Harry's not to be messed with. He's holding a double barrel. But yeah, folks, once again, we are so close to that $2,000 mark. Again, Silent Hill's a scary game, definitely worth the watch, and definitely the game to be the game that hits that mark. So if you've got anything, everything adds up. It is all greatly appreciated. Right, we're going to interact with this disinfectant right here on this panel. And then we're going to burn it. This is basically going to reveal a secret section of the hospital where they were keeping Alyssa. Okay, down we go. Through door number 1. Nurses, through door number 2. Nurses, enemy variety, we'll love to see it. Through here, and then we're going to skip this cutscene and make sure that we pre-turn and then interact. Otherwise, we're going to interact with that picture of Alyssa. We don't want that because that just wastes time. We're not here to waste time. We're here to save it. Through the door, we're basically going to backtrack now. We are basically done with the hospital at this point. So we're going to just be heading up the stairs. Through the door, we're going to grab these shotgun shells on the way out. And then we are out of here. Okay. A little bit of a loading screen there. That is absolutely fine. We're going to take a hard left here, and then we're hoping that this doctor doesn't get in our way. Nice. That is absolutely perfect. And whoa! Whoa! Something happened there, but it's all good. We recovered. Completely lost our screen there for a split second, but it is absolutely fine. Aye. Minor panic, but we're good. Okay. Time for, if that had happened during this next bit, I would have freaked out, but it's okay. Okay, time for, without a doubt, the bit. Right. To give everyone a little bit of backstory, I was absolutely elated to be selected to run in this marathon and to run Silent Hill. I love this game. I've loved it since I was a kid. I love the category that I run. But then I remembered there is one part of this run that is very tricky to do, and it is the romper skip, and it is coming up next. Basically, this skip will allow us to skip the entire shopping mall section of the game by basically taking Harry out of bounds. If we do this right, we're basically going to take damage going into a scene transition. And doing so will basically put Harry in a state of no clip. The game will be like, okay, right, that's absolutely fine. Proceed as normal. And we're going to come out of the other side of... we're basically going to go back to the hospital, but the game's going to think like, right, good job, you did the shopping mall. Now would be a really good time, actually. Ruffle, if there's anything to say, at this point would be really good. Oh. I think there might be something going on. But anyway, we'll trudge on.
You carry on, mate.
All right. So we're going to go into this antique store right here, and we're going to just interact with some stuff. Well, just quick swivel around, interact with this. We get the best ambient music in the game here, in my opinion, but we have to skip it, which makes me sad. But we have to save that time. So let's just keep going. All right, I'm going to start slowing my breathing and focusing for this trick. If we get it first try, I might be loud, but it's okay. Okay, so basically what's going to happen here is we're going to use a romper to damage boost us basically into the transition and allow us to no clip. It might take a few tries. I might get it first try. The romper's AI can be quite tricky, and my movement can also be a bit tricky, but we'll see how we do. So as soon as we go through here, we're basically at the trick. Okay, so we go up the stairs, and then we're going to come out at an angle. First try, let's go. Let's go. And that will basically allow us to skip an entire section of the game. Harry is literally in nowhere at this point. And we're just going to carry on. And I'm so glad that I didn't do what I did in practice, and that is interact with the door after I did the trick and then had to do the trick again. I was not happy at myself that day. But nope, we are fine. We're going to land on the roof of our next boss fight, the float stinger. But we're going to just avoid this right now, head down the stairs. Quick turn, and we're going to head back to the hospital. Okay, and here we're just basically going to go say hi to Lisa, hope she's doing okay, are you enjoying the tetanus shots? And then we're going to head back out and deal with the float stinger. Harry. Oh, should have been holding LT there, but that's okay, that's okay. I really like this mic. Might Google this, Mike, after the run.
Can you let me know what it is as well?
Yeah, I really, really like it. Okay, one of my favorite ambient PCs in the game here playing again, and we're going to just head up, turn around, and then we're going to start this fight. We're going to do the tango with a float stinger. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Keep going. Oh, unfortunate. That's our first bit of damage in this run. We basically want to be as close to the fire exit as we can be. Okay, that was a no bad fight. We took one bit of damage, but it is what it is. Basically, what you want to do there, if you fight the float stinger and you just unload your ammunition, you're going to use up a lot of ammunition needlessly. You need to spread out your shots, and the movement is key as well, so that float stinger doesn't get a bead on you and either attacks you with its tail or spits acidic acid at you. So we avoided it for the most part. We did the dance and we took a little bit of damage, but it's okay. It is absolutely fine. And we're going to just move on towards another RNG section of the map, but the worst is past. We can breathe a heavy sigh of relief. We done Romper first try. I am legit very happy with myself right now. But we're going to head up to the sewers. So there's a couple of enemies in here that RNG will basically dictate. Are they going to go into our path? Are they going to try and attack us? They can do some pretty heavy damage, but we're quite okay on health right now because we've only been hit once. So we should be absolutely fine. If worst comes to worst, I do know the location of a couple of health drinks, but we shouldn't ever get to that because after the sewer, it's pretty much just a case of moving. So we're going to go up to this gate. Oh no, the gate is locked. Luckily, we have a padlock unlocker in the name of a shotgun. So we are going to just sidestep our way. Like, Harry's just full of swag. Sidesteps wherever he goes. And nails those triggers. You love it. So we're just tapping A just now just to skip through the cutscenes, and we're now in the sewer. Okay, so this is just a straight line that we're just going to be going through, but as we come up to the end here, there's going to be, I'm not too sure what these enemies are called, the sewer monsters. One of them is going to be in our way here on the left, but whether or not it's directly in our path, okay, it was nowhere to be seen. It took the day off. That's great. Like, great for Harry. It's not going to get its overtime pay. Oh, but this one's doing the work for it. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So we took a hit there. Unfortunate. We've taken one hit. That's absolutely fine. Can I reset?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so we're heading up here towards the gates, and we're just going to go through this gate. This room is just a lot of movement, so Ruffle, if there's anything to say, this would be a perfect time.
Firstly, the techie has informed me you cannot reset. Secondly, we have a $30 donation from Mel, who says, "You're doing great, Josh."
Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. Alright, we're just going to keep going straight here, and then a little bit here. We need to take this quite tight. That's good. Alright, so our third RNG enemy coming up right now. Yep, pushed right in the way. God. Alright, let's keep going. We've got one more enemy coming up, but we should just be able to, yep, get right around that. That is absolutely fine. And we're going to push on towards, you guessed it, a gate. Love those gates. Okay, so we're just going to push up here. A couple of cockroaches in the way, no biggie. Up the ladder. Okay, and because we're in a marathon, I am not going to risk it. I'm going to grab the health drink at the end because my controller is vibrating because they do quite a little bit of damage, but yeah, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So we're going to literally just waste a couple of seconds. I feel like pace-wise we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Even RTA, I feel like we're doing okay. So we're just going to grab this drink right here. Didn't even bend down to get it. Harry, Swagmaster. All right, into the inventory really quick. Just going to grab it, head back to the Flower Ross, and we're going to move on. I wouldn't ever do that. Whoa, what are you doing coming in so close? I wouldn't ever do that in an actual run, but, you know, we want to see the end. We want to see the end. I don't want to take unintentional damage and then just look up at the camera and have the womp womp play in the background. So we're just going to push on. Door here, get through it. We're going to just zigzag across to the other side here. The sewer can be really tricky. These gates, like a lot of the times a lot of the things I use to remember are basically, it's like the next gate coming up is on the same side as the current gate I just went through, you know, things like that. We're going to grab our last sewer exit key here, and we get a cutscene with the monsters. This would have been so much more impactful if I wasn't just running away from these monsters for the past 5 minutes. But we'll forget about that and we'll run away. Back through the gates. Okay, so at this point we're just going to wait till the long grated area. Hit this gate here. Okay, we're just going to avoid the cockroaches that are on the ground. So this room here, like I said, so the gate we just came through, the other gate is on the exact same side. So we're just going to hit this gate right here. I'm very excited because there's a cutscene coming up in a little bit, but there's a cutscene coming up. It is the best cutscene in the game due to programming breaking, and I'm going to introduce you all to what I like to call the Breakdancing Harry. And we're, I'd say, about less than 10 minutes away from it, so yeah, get ready for that soon. Okay, so at this point here, it's going to get very dark. I apologize about that. This whole section, or few sections here, are very dark, just because we don't want to alert the rompers in the area. Rompers and air screamers can catch up with Harry, dogs can't, so whenever it's not a dog, we want to make sure aggro is at its lowest. And then we're going to do a little bit of counting. We're going to slowly count to 11 shortly, and if crowd want to join me, I'd be more than happy, and chat as well. Like, so once we cross this bridge, we're going to get a cutscene. And once we skip that cutscene, as soon as my light goes off, we're going to start counting to 11. I can do it myself, it's okay, but it would be nice. Alright, so we're just going to run up to the end of this bridge here. We're going to get a cutscene coming in. And then we're going to turn our light out as soon as we get gameplay back. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can count. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. Yes. All right. The light can go on for a little bit here, but we are going to start. So you're going to notice I'm going to be like flickering our flashlight like this. So apologies if that irritates anyone's eyes. It's basically so that aggro is as little as it can be, and I can also, for a split second, see where I'm going. Okay, so we're going to slow a roll here, and then we're going to move, and then we're going to hit that door. That was actually not bad. A lot of the time, I'll usually bonk Harry into every wall in that area, but we didn't, so that's good. So we're going to go into this boat here. We're going to trigger a cutscene here with Sybil and Dahlia. We don't care. Harry's got places to be, things to do. Okay, so door transition, and then we're going to turn the light out straight away. Should have turned it out just before, but it's fine. All right, light goes out here for a bit because there's two rompers in the way, and we do not want them chasing us. Otherwise, it's going to be a bad time. Okay, so I am focusing up just to get across here, and then across that bridge, and I'm going to start flickering my light. Basically, this is going to alert the two air screamers that are in the area, that I'm in the area as well, and they're going to start chasing. But whenever I turn the light off, they're like, where'd he go? And start just like slowing their roll a little bit. So we want to use that to our advantage. Oh, unfortunately, he was right at the top of the stairs. I did not see him there, but it's absolutely fine. Took a little bite, feeling proud of himself. He might get a little bonus in his paycheck this month for that. That's all good. We're just going to keep going. Flash the light, flash the light. Flash the light. All right. Now we're going to stop. We're going to completely let go of the movement here. Oh, he really wants that bonus. Okay. Just so that we can get into that door easily. That is the worst RNG I've had with the air screamers, but it's fine. Now we're going to go up, which probably the coolest visual in this game, which is the spiral staircase. Movement-wise, not too great, but visually, this is the best, one of the best like visuals in this game. It is absolutely brilliant. We're going to go up to the very top of the lighthouse. We're going to admire the view that is nothing, and we're going to go straight back down. Okay, so you want to just take a few steps and then sort of slow Harry's roll just to align him again so that we can just get around this as easy as we can. Now, we should be good just to move and into the door. Oh, Remember to stretch, everybody. Keep yourself limber. All right, that dog is not... Whoop! There you go. Oh, there we are. That was a very nice crack. Okay, so we're going to be heading back here, and now we're going to be heading towards the fairground, where we're going to be initiating another skip, which is the Sybil skip. Basically, I'll explain it in a little bit more, but then now would be another perfect time if there's anything to announce or anything.
First thing I'd like to announce is I'm disappointed when you were doing the 11 section that you didn't do a Spinal Tap joke. Secondly, I would just like to say that UKSG would like to thank BSG for supporting this marathon. They hold bi-monthly gatherings in the Netherlands, and they have supported UKSG from the beginning by spreading the word and providing us with a channel to stream on in past sessions, amongst other things. Their next regular event will be announced in the near future, and they're also opening up their platform for people to run their own show with their new BSG Sprints program. If you're interested, feel free to pitch your show at sprints@bsgmarathon.com.
Ideal. Top notch there. Well done.
Thanks.
Okay, light is going back on. So this sewer is very minuscule. So what I'm going to do is describe to you the amazing cutscene that is about to happen. So we are going to basically skip the entire Sybil fight. Basically, this game is programmed so when we go up into the fairground, there's going to be a couple of little ghost-like creatures. Those creatures are tied to Sybil's programming in a way. I'm not entirely sure of all the logistics, but basically what we can do is use the red liquid that we're meant to use on Sybil on them. That will make the game think, oh, okay, he's beaten Sybil, he's used this, so let's start it. But it doesn't know what to do because it's not Sybil's model in the cutscene. So Harry is going to impress us all with some really sick dance moves, and I'm going to show off a little bit of that before we skip it. So just coming up here, so I'm just going to get ready on my inventory. I'm just going to head around the corner here and land on the ghost and use this. Enjoy. My favorite bit is the bit coming up right here, where it's like in the middle of his dance. It just stops for a full second just to go, thumbs up.
Sybil.
Sybil. Are you watching me, Sybil?
Snap out of it.
Snap out of it and watch me. Okay. All right, we're going to move on from that now. By far, if you needed a reason to run Silent Hill, that right there is your reason. Okay, so we're going into the final area of the game, which is nowhere. So I just want to say this, we're still a little bit away, like I'd say about 10 minutes or so left, but I just want to say, while I've got the chance, thank you to UKSG for allowing me to run this game in the marathon. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've enjoyed myself watching the past few hours. We've had so many amazing runs. We've still got so many runs to go, so there's a lot of content to be watching on this channel, so keep going with it. But here we go, we're in nowhere, so we had Alyssa skipping through the halls, no care in the world, and we're going to go down and grab a couple of tools that we need to progress. So nowhere is an amalgamation of every area we've been to prior, so we've got areas from the school, areas from the hospital, all merging into one, because this game it's not Harry's consciousness that we're following, it's Alyssa's. This game is quite unique where it's not the protagonist that generates the monsters as like James would with Pyramid Head. This is manifestation of Alyssa's torment, so we're going to just hit the... Oh, I think we might have been a wee bit... Yep, wee bit off there. That's absolutely fine. We're just going to square up here. Should have gone to Specsavers. All good though. Okay, so we're going to use the pliers here to get ourselves a key. A key! Honestly, these are made of solid gold. See, when Harry's finished, he's going to pawn these and make mint. Okay, so we're going to just head in through this door, and then we're going to do a series of puzzles. Puzzle number 1. Count the appendages. Okay, picture 1. 6. Very slow movement there. 4. And last but not least, 8. Harry's just waiting on his Sesame Street invitation. Okay, next up we're going to spell out the word alert here, which is basically the surnames of all of... Oh, my analog stick is wigging out. All right, we got it. And through we go. It's basically all the names on a plaque that's near us. We're just spelling out basically every last name to spell the word alert. And now we're going to say goodbye to Lisa. Lisa figures out that she is actually dead, which is unfortunate. And this cutscene that's coming up, so we get a couple of amazing pre-rendered cutscenes. And I'm going to show off a little bit of this one because this genuinely terrified me as a kid, but it's also so sad because it's got such amazing music by the wonderful Akira Yamaoka, and the visuals of it when Lisa just realizes that there's no way out for her. The blood comes pouring down, literally streaming. Traumatized 6-year-old me, and now I love this game to bits. And as a side note as well, I bring it up, and I know if Boom is still in the chat, he'll be like, I knew he was gonna. I got to see Akira Yamaoka live in 2015 in Glasgow at the art school perform Silent Hill live with his band, and it was incredible, absolutely incredible. But here we go. So Harry's gonna blind himself here. Technically, we shouldn't be able to finish this run. Glass in the eye. Run should be over. It should be going straight to A&E, but got no time to lose. Okay, so with that key there, we're going to access the elevator. We're going to head straight to the 3rd floor, and we're going to do another little puzzle here to open a door. This is just basically making shapes. Oh, cutting shapes. Big fish, wee fish, cardboard box. There we go. Okay. Oh! Harry just wanted to take any surroundings there for a minute. That's absolutely fine. Give him these leeways every so often, but he should get back to his work soon. Alright, now we're going to head straight onto floor 2. I did get that. Yeah, I did. Okay, so we're going to have another nurse skip here, but this one is very easy as this nurse has its back turned to us. We're going to... Whoa! And then run right by the door. Okay, like I said, Harry's movements sometimes can be a little bit... You know, you question it. You're like, Harry, are you intoxicated right now? But we pay no mind to it. We just keep going. Okay, so we're going to come out here. We're going to head around to this door. Nowhere as well. Another area that can be very confusing for a first-time player, and even when you start to learn the speed run. But again, it becomes very... Once you know where you're going, what it is that you're doing, it becomes very easy to just sort of know, right, I need to go to this door, 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 this door. Like that. Like, easy. Easy as 1, 2, 3. I took my eye off the game there and missed the door. It's all good though, right? So we're going to interact with this here. We're going to grab a dagger. We're going to interact with it again for good measure. Into the inventory, and we're going to use a ring of contract here. Basically, it's going to seal a monster inside here. If you don't do that, the monster will jump out and kill you. And on a first playthrough, it's very easy for that to happen, and it will petrify you if you're playing it for the first time. Okay, so we're going to turn out a light here just to try and avoid the enemy in this hall, and then turn it back on now. I'm going to grab a bag of camera. Sometimes the camera's your worst enemy, but we're going to grab a bag of jelly beans because, as we all know, when you want security, put your keys in with the jelly beans. And we got a key. Okay, next up we're just going to cut right across the hall, and we're going to grab something that anyone that's ever played Crash Bandicoot will know well if you do the time trials. An Ankh. And we're going to head straight across here to this room. Basically completing a bit of a loop of these rooms. And that's the last generator. And then we're going to head just over here. Through this door. And then we're going to head through this door. And I'm going to try a dodge here. Ah, unfortunate. So I think I was a little bit too late in turning the light off there, or too early even, I should say, but it's absolutely fine. So we're going in here, we're going to use the screwdriver, and this is going to get our second to last item that we need to basically get through the final door, locked door of the game. So we're going to grab this key, and then we're going to try and zigzag. Yep, that's absolutely fine there. Perfecto. So at least we got the dodge on the way back. Turn the light out really quick. and then turn it back on. Again, just to avoid the enemy in that room. And last door here, we're going to trigger a cutscene. And we're going to head through here. We're going to grab this symbol of Ouroboros. And we're going to interact with this door here. So this is just a lot of tapping, holding A, tapping, holding A, tapping, just to put every symbol in place to unlock the door, to basically put us into the last area. Last symbol goes in, door is unlocked. Okay, final boss fight is coming up. Time will be as soon as I fire a bunch of shotgun shells into the boss and a cutscene triggers. That's when time is. Okay, so we don't do any movement here. We just wait until the cutscene starts, because if you do hold any direction, it will impact Harry's movement. So as soon as we gain control, 1, 2, 3, 4, get ready. Time. Oh. Thank you all so much. This game means a lot to me. It's an incredibly fun run. There's a lot of categories that you can take part in. This is just one of them, but there's also UFO%. There's all bosses, so you don't have to do romper skip in that one if you are not a fan of it. But it's very, very open to just any level of speedrunner if you're interested. Go to speedrun.com/Silent Hill. Look up any of the games that you're interested in. Join the Discord. There's a lot of awesome people in there. If you've ever got any questions as well, come and find me.
Cheryl!
More than happy to try and answer as well.
And where can they find you?
They can find me at twitch.tv/Josh Sandwich.
Excellent.
If they so choose.
Well, thank you very much for that wonderful run there, Josh. That is it from me for hosting tonight. I'm going to hand you over to the dulcet tones of the DM Panda very shortly. But coming up next, we have got a run of XCOM Chimera Squad from Trico in the single faction category. So, don't go away. We'll see you very shortly.